Cristiano, how would you describe 2008 for you?
Fantastic year. We win everything. Well, the most important things, the Champions League and the league. And personal, I win a few important things as well. Well, for me, the year has been fantastic. I'm very, very happy. I'm very proud for what I do in 2008. And it's a great season, not just for me, but for the club, for the players, for everyone.
The year before, you'd won the double Player of the Year again. You'd scored 23 goals. Could you have imagined that you'd go even further than that?
To be honest, no. But I know what I can do. I know everything is possible. I put in my head always when the season starts is a new challenge for me. I have to do better than last seasons. And this is why I'm thinking, when I start the season, I say I have to do better than last season. And the things is coming more easy, the team start to play good, start to score a few goals, and everything come natural, you know. And but when I start, I don't believe I'm gonna score like 42 goals and the team win the Champions League and the Premier League. To be honest, I don't thinking about that because I think it's not possible. But now I put always in my head everything is possible.
You've ended the year by winning the European Footballer of the Year award. Is that the most special personal award for you? What does it mean to you?
Well, I say a few times when I win the best player, the Golden Ball, is when I'm a child. I'm always dream about that because I remember I see his debut with this trophy and Figo, and I say, well, if I have opportunity one day, I want to win this as well. And I'm always thinking about that, and you know, the dream will come true. I win, and the most of the times I want to be the best. I want to try to be better than I am. This is why I'm in this club. I think this club have everything I play with the great players. I'm in the right club to be the best.
And you're following Best, Law and Charlton, who all won European Footballer of the Year, 40 years ago. I mean, they're fantastic people to follow, aren't they? Well,
it's a great achievement. I didn't know before. I just know 1 week before the Ballon d'Or, because the people start to tell me, and I read some magazines about that. For me, it's amazing to be part of the history of the club, to win that amazing trophy, in my opinion. And I know the Sir Bobby Charlton and George Best and Dennis Law, he win. And for me to be part with these three great players, for me it's an honor. It's a fantastic achievement for me, and I feel very proud for that.
What does it mean to your family when they see you lifting the Ballon d'Or?
I think my family don't realize when I pick up the ball, because you know, well, you have opportunity to win, but just when you start to see I'm with the ball, take a picture, more my mom, I think he feel more than anyone, I feel very, very, very proud for his son. And it's a special day, I remember. It's a fantastic, fantastic moment for me, for my family, for the club, for supporters, for the fans, for my teammates. And it's a great feeling. But you know, the feeling is great, and I want to win more if it's possible.
A lot of people describe you as the best player in the world at the moment. Do you think you're the best player in the world?
Well, I prefer than the people speak about me. I don't want to speak about myself. I think it's not right. I try to do my best all the time. I know I'm in a good position because you know I work for that. The goals is coming, the awards is coming, the trophies is coming for the clubs, and my teammates help me a lot for that. And I'm there in the list. I know I'm in the list. But to say I'm the best, I'll never say that, and I think it's not fair if I say that. But I prefer than the other people speak about that. But you know, in January, of course, I want to win this award because for me it's a massive if I win that. I know I have a good position for win, but well, just when I see the trophy and well, this is my dream as well, is to win the best player in the world.
Who do you most admire? Like Messi's on the list, obviously, and Kaká is on the list.
Well, it's a great players in the list. Xavi, Messi, Torres, Casillas. Well, everyone have opportunity to win this, and everyone have challenge. Everyone is a good player.
How on earth do you follow what you have done in 2008? You've basically won everything. How do you follow that in 2009?
Well, I speak with some experienced people. Now people have a history with the football, other people, and he say it's not difficult what you do. It's difficult now is if you stay in the top many years. I think this is the more hard for me, and but I think I'm in a good position. I know I win everything last season, or most of the things, and I know I have to carry on like that. I don't want to put my arms down because I know the more challenge is coming. I have to be good all the time. If it's not, the people start to criticize me, and I don't want that. I know I'm ambition player, and I want to win many things. 42
goals is an incredible achievement. When you first joined United, you scored really a handful of goals in the first 2 or 3 seasons. So how have you got to 42 goals?
Well, I think every season I'm improved something. When I'm arrived with 18, you know, I'm a good player, but not like that. You know, decision making, the moments when I have to give the ball, when I have to dribbling. You know, this is the trophies and the awards for the clubs. You give this maturity, and I learn many things. You know, when you play around the great players, you learn many things. This is why I do. I learn many things with these great players. I'm improve every season, and this season the last season is the best season in my opinion. But I want more. I want this season to score the same goals or more if it's possible. I know it's hard, but I put in my head this is possible, and I try to do the same.
Have you got a favourite goal from the year?
Well, it's hard. In my opinion, I have a few goals. Now, to be honest, I enjoy every goal, but to mention one is quite hard. I can't mention 3. In my opinion, is the best. And last season is like Roma, Portsmouth, the free kick, the Aston Villa. Well, maybe these 3, in my opinion, is my favourite.
Some great occasions, some great games. I mean, your first hat-trick for United.
Yeah,
Newcastle. Was that a special moment for you as well?
A very special moment. You know, because I scored 2 many games, and I never scored 3. I say, and my mom started to say, Cristiano, why you never scored 3 goals? And mom, sometimes it's not possible. And she said, but you have to score one day. And when I scored a hat-trick, I thinking about my mom. My mom said, you have to score 3 goals. But it's a special day for me because it's my first hat-trick, and in Old Trafford is a great moment for me.
Some very important goals as well, including on the last day of the season at Wigan, penalty to put you on the way to the title. When you're taking that penalty, how much pressure is on you in a game where you have to win?
Well, it's a little bit of pressure because, you know, if we didn't win, maybe Chelsea win in that day. But I just put in my head, Cristiano, you have to score a goal, because if you score, maybe you win the league. This is what I try to do. I score, we win 1-0, and after Giggsy come on, score a second goal, and this is the people start to believe in the title. People relax more and wait for the whistle the ref.
What a day that was, especially with Giggsy coming on, equaling Bobby Charlton's record and scoring the winner, really.
He's a fantastic. He come on and he score. He beat the Sir Bobby Charlton record. It's a great moment for him and for us as well, because we relax more in the game and we are champion. It's a great moment. I remember very good, and this is one of the days more special in the club.
You mentioned the Portsmouth free kick as well. That's been shown over and over again. What's the secret of those free kicks?
Many people say about what is the secret. It's not a secret. It's like my style to shoot in a ball. Well, everyone has his own style. I have this style to shoot strong, and the ball starts to move. And that, I don't have, to be honest, I don't have like strategic or secret. It's like my style.
Is it practice? How much do you
practice as well? If not just in this, but if you want to be very good in your job, you have to practice. You have to try. You have to work hard, and this is what I try to do in everything.
A goal that you didn't mention was in the European Cup final, a header against Chelsea. Now, what are your memories of that goal?
Maybe I don't mention this goal because maybe the people they don't mention as well this goal, because the people say, Cristiano lose the penalty, but no one speak about he scored the goal. No one say that. Maybe I don't mention that because of that. But of course, it's a special goal to score in the final of Champions League against Chelsea. It's a massive, and you know, I feel very, very, very happy this day. But a few minutes after Chelsea draw, and I feel like in the pressure again. But it's a good. The football is like that. The head is hot. You know, the game is quick. It's a final. It's great. It's a great moment.
What was that occasion like? What was it like walking out? You know, at United against Chelsea in Moscow, packed house, massive game. What does it feel like?
Well, it's a great feeling. I think the best players like to play big games. I'm sure about that. I speak for myself, but I think the most of the players is like that. Everyone like to play big games. It's a final Champions League in Moscow. You know, it's a great. Everyone want to play these games, and the feeling is great. You know, before the games. 1 week before the game, you start to feel you start to see the press, the papers, everyone speak about the game, the publicity, the adverts, and everything in tele. You start to exciting, you know. It's a great feeling, and when you play, when you win, it's a great.
When you mentioned penalties, I suppose we better mention penalties. When it went to penalties, were the lads still confident? Because it's such a lottery, isn't it?
Well, the penalties, I say, always is a lottery. Or the keeper save, or you score. It's all, or the ball go out. You don't have many options. It's like that. Just miss the penalties, who kick the ball, and this is the vital. But this moment, I think the Edwin he do great. He do important save, and us lads, players, is very confident. Everyone speak, score a great penalty, a part of me, and it's good. It's good to be part of these moments with the boys, with the Manchester to win the Champions League. It's a great moment.
When you stepped up and it was saved, are you shattered? How do you?
Well, the feeling is horrible. You feel like, well, if I miss the penalty, if we lose, everyone kill me. I'm thinking about that. No, but the moment I feel like disappointing because I know I can do better. You know, the Peter is save, you do a good save, but I know I can do better. But this is the football. Who miss, who kick the ball, and this is why I try to do. I'm always try to score a goal, but this time is not possible. But we win. It's the most important.
John Terry steps up to take it. Now, are you watching then, or are you looking the other way, or what do you remember?
I watch all penalties because I'm thinking, well, if he score, we lose. You didn't score, we have another chance. This is why I'm thinking, to be honest, I'm always look for the penalties because I like to see. And this day, the lottery is coming from Manchester, and I'm very happy for that.
When he missed, did you think we're going to win now? Or...
I believe more, because when I miss the penalty, well, bad chance to win the Champions League now. And the lads started saying, Cristiano, we got to win, we got to win, we got to win. I say, okay, but very disappointing, very not happy. And when I see John Terry miss the penalty, well, there's a good chance. And now I start to believe again. I believe, I didn't do a good save, and we win. Great moment.
I mean, Anderson's never scored for United, but he steps up and
scored the penalty, very good. He do a great penalty, smashed the ball in the middle of the net. It's a great feeling. It's good for him, for the club, and it's great, the first goal.
When Edwin saved the crucial penalty at the end, I mean, it was pretty emotional for you. You saw the pictures of you lying on the turf. It was very emotional for you.
Very emotional. I cry in this day, I remember, because I started thinking about, well, what we've done, what we have, where you have to do along of the season to be there, to win that thing. And I think about all things, my family, supporters, my teammates. We deserve, in my opinion, because we work hard, we work all together, and we feel when the players want something. And this is why I feel, well, my feeling is always, well, I'm very emotional, is to cry. It's like my mom and my father and my sisters, my family is like that, always cry. And my feeling is like that, because I feel very, very, very happy when I win.
And the celebrations at the end and lifting the European Cup, and they're magical moments, aren't they?
Magical. Because I'm always dream to win that thing. And I win, and when I touch in a trophy, I feel like a baby when you touch in a toe or something like that. It's like the same. I feel very, very proud.
And does it make you want to do it again? I mean, no one's ever retained the Champions League.
Well, it's like what I told you before. When you win, it's fantastic, and if you want to repeat, the feeling is great. That what you want more is to win again, to feel this emotion, to feel everything, and I want to win this again. I think the feeling is great, and I believe, to be honest, I believe, because I think we have a great team, we have great players. The base is still the same, don't change nothing, and we have to believe itself. You know, in history of the football, I think no one's win 2 times. And I think we have a good chance. You have to believe. The next games against Inter are going to be massive. Well, but if you want to win the Champions League, you have to win all games.
Very, very shortly after the Champions League final, there was massive speculation about your future and what was going to happen. And clearly, you know, United fans were concerned and worried about that. Looking back now, can you just say what happened?
Well, it's always a speculation about the future, not just about me, but if you see around the Europe, the world, the people speak always about the future, about this player, and you speak about me this summer, but I'm agreed. I'm like, oh, it's normal, because what I've did in a season, but what the people speak now about this, you go, we have, well, this is not true. Who say that is liar, because I'm happy in the club. I want to stay here. I want to be history again for Manchester United, and I'm feel in home here. I'm feel very happy here.
Were you at all worried about how the fans might react after seeing all of the stories over the summer?
To be honest, no, because I think the people, they don't forget quick what you do in the club, and this is why I'm thinking about the Manchester United fans. The fans receive very good when I'm playing against Villarreal in home. Of course, you expect, you know, when you start in a game, when you arrive in the club, in the stadium, you feel like a little bit pressure. But this is why I feel the Manchester United supporters, it's amazing, and I love the fans, because it's going to be brilliant with me, not just this season but every season. And I feel like what I said before. I feel in home in Manchester.
And Sir Alex came to see you in the summer. He went to Lisbon to see you. How important was he, and was that in the whole process?
Well, no, the boss, it's always important for me, not just last season, but every season. I'm here in the club because of him, because you see me a few games before than when I play to Manchester, because the people thinking I'm come to Manchester because I play against Manchester. It's not true. And the reason is he's always helped me. And I said to him, I want to be part of this club with you. I want to win trophies with you. And he's going to be, he's very important in my career, Sir Alex Ferguson.
What are your future ambitions? I mean, you're only 23 and you've achieved so much, and yet people say your peak is 27, 28, 29. And so what are your ambitions for the future?
I think the age is like a compliment. I know agreed when people say, you're going to be perfect in 27, 28. No, I know agreed. Because, I win this thing with 23. Can one boy win this 20, 21, 22? The age is not important in football, in my opinion. If you say, the experience, yes. But the experience, you bring experience if you play. And I play many games in Manchester. I play with the great players. I win many things with the great players, and this is why I think the age is not important. But the most difficult challenge now is to keep in the same level than last year's, and this is what I try to do. I feel prepared for that. My ambition is still the same. My character is the same, and I want to carry on. I know I can do.
What's life like for you, Cristiano? Because we're talking in Japan, and wherever you go, fans are going mad for you. You're plastered all over the papers. You're obviously a huge star. How do you cope with all that?
Well, it's a great, when you feel then the people like you because what you play or what you look, or I don't believe too much that, but I believe what I play. It's always good. I appreciate that, when you go to the stadium and you feel the people and you touch the ball, the people start to screaming, and it's a fantastic. I love that, and I must appreciate that. I have opportunity to say thank you to everyone to support me, not just here in Japan but everywhere, because this is excite me. This is giving me more motivation to work more and better, not just now but in the future as well.
But in Manchester, can you do normal things, or do you get mobbed wherever? I mean, what's
well in Manchester? In Manchester, you don't have many things to do. Well, maybe some people don't understand what you want to say, but when you come from the other country, when you have many things, it's always difficult. I feel in home in Manchester because I've been there when I'm young, with 18, and my life is not too different because it's a habit. I do many things different, when I'm in Manchester, I do many things different than when I'm in Portugal, And but I enjoy to live there. My family like to go there. Only one bad thing is don't have direct planes. This is the most bad. But my mom loves to be in there. My sisters, it's a nice place, nice people. The people is always good with me. I never have problems with anybody. My life is brilliant.
And sometimes, or virtually everywhere you go, when you play in the Premier League, away from home, you get booed or you might get abused by the fans. But does that bother you at all, or do you just?
It's always it's a normal for me now. If you don't boo to me, I feel why people don't boo to me. This is where I feel more. But well, it's be part of the football. The people thinking if you boo to me, it's better to maybe. To lose my concentration, but not. It's not just for me, for many players, but it's normal. I like.
It doesn't bother you at all?
No, to be honest, no.
What about when you play in the Premier League? There's a lot of focus, on you and on the way, sometimes free kicks aren't given, when you go down, or sometimes it's been said in the past that you're not protected enough by referees. I mean, has that changed this season, or is it
Well, I know it's hard job, the referees. I know it's hard because I have opportunity to be a ref in a training ground. When I'm injured, the boss say, "Come on, you are the ref," and I feel it's hard. It's very hard. But sometimes, well, if you've been this 10 years, 5, you would create more experience, and I respect the ref. But sometimes I don't agree because if you want a good league, if you want a brilliant league with skillful players, I think you have to protect the skillful players because these players give a show in the stadium. This is why the people watch the football. And sometimes I not agree because the ref he don't protect too much the skillful players. But and especially in English league is like that because people just want quick football. You don't stop many times the game. I understand that, but sometimes I think it's dangerous. But I respect the referee. I think the referees have a very good referees in Premier League, and I know it's very hard. But sometimes I think you have to make sure that skillful players need more protection. This is my opinion.
Do you see yourself as an entertainer? How important is entertaining the people who come in?
Well, I think it's my style. It's always my style. I don't do entertaining because I want to do that. It's always my style. Just when I'm young, I'm playing like that all the time. I like when the people go to the stadium and see nice moments, nice tricks, nice. But when you do that, you have to do that for the team, to help your team. Not do this because the supporters is there. It's not good. But sometimes it's hard because you don't. I think any profession you don't do well every game, and every time in the world we have to play good, and sometimes it's not possible, and the people must to understand that. But the most of the times I want to play good. I want to entertaining the supporters. This is what I try to do.
Watching the squad, there seems to be a great sort of camaraderie. Seems to be a great laugh, great fun. The squad seem to have, as we've seen on this trip to Japan. I mean, what's the team spirit?
Well, the team spirit is great. We have experienced players and young players. To be honest, I love the spirit of the team is great. Everyone speak together. Everyone stay together, everyone joke together. You can joke with anyone, it's not a problem. And this is why the team work good. I think the most important sometimes in football is the spirit. And if you have the spirit, the other things is coming more natural. And here in this club in Manchester, we have a great spirit. This is why, in my opinion, we win these things.
And who would you say you're closest to in the squad? Who are your best?
Well, I have good relationship. I have good relationship with everyone. To be honest, I think you can have a good conversation with any player. Everyone speak good, but I speak more with the Portuguese player like Nani, Anderson, Rafael, Carlos, Pat, Rio. I can't say everyone because I've Vida. Because it's good. Edwin, you can speak nice conversation with anyone, but the more close friends is like. That people speak Portuguese, Manouche as well. All the people speak Portuguese. This is the people that I speak more.
You've had an extraordinary year. How much better do you think you can play? You can get?
Well, I think I can improve more. I don't know everything. If you're thinking you know everything, it's not good for you. I know to be like last season. To win that thing and to score that goals, and sometimes this is not the most important. And if you work like a team, you can. I know I can improve in other things, and this is what I try to do because I think I'm 23. I'm still young. I can improve more. I'm in the right club. I play with experienced players, great players. I can improve more, of course.